Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I will be going to solve a Leetcode problem that is minimum add to be parenthesis valid. So in this question, what we have to do, we have given us with the string, and it is called as valid only and only if it is empty, and it can be written as AP, where A and B are valid strings, and it can be written as A where A is a valid string. So let us understand with the help of example. It's just like yesterday's question. Just find a difference. Let us try to understand. So we have to return minimum adds to make string valid. Okay. सो वैलिड की यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन क्या दी है कि अगर कोई स्ट्रिंग एम्प्टी है तो वो वैलिड है. सेकंड, इट कैन बी रिटन एज ए एंड बी where A is also valid and B is also valid, and so that's why the together is also called as valid. For example, if A is like this, and B is like this, so these are also called as valid. And next one is like this, where A is also a balanced string, like this. So this is also called as valid. So what we have to return? We have to return just minimum adds that required to make us parenthesis valid. So in this example, you can see that. So in this example, uh, the string is given like this. So this is not a valid string. So why? So number of opening brackets are 1 and number of closing brackets are 2. So this can never be valid and never be balanced. Okay, to make a string valid, that is we can call balance. We have a number of open brackets equal to number of close brackets. Okay, so but we have to return key how many number of opening or closing brackets are required to make the string value. So here you can see opening brackets are count of opening brackets are 1 and count of closing brackets is 2. So we need one opening bracket to make the string valid. So we will add one opening bracket which makes the string valid. Okay. So what we have to return? We have to return 1 because one add is required. We don't have to return whether it's opening or closing. Just we need to return a number. Uh, Either it is in the case like it, it is opening bracket or closing bracket. We just have to return the number only. So next example is like this. So first of all, here you can see. So opening brackets are 3 and closing is 0. So to fulfill this condition, we have to add 3 closing bracket in this to make the string valid. Okay, like this. So now number of opening brackets equals to closing bracket. Now there is a case if you see this example, is this string valid? This is not the case that on if opening and closing brackets equal, only then the string is valid. So if you can see in this example, number of opening brackets equal to closing bracket, but this is not called as valid because opening bracket comes for closing brackets come first before opening brackets. So this is not a valid string. To make this valid, we can do like this one opening and then one we can add closing. Now this is called as valid. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. So let us take one example like this. Um, so we will look through this. We can web. I am using brute force way to solve this. First of all, if you can keep track of opening or closing bracket. So initialize a variable called open and also a close variable. So if I encounter any uh, uh, close or open string, I will just increase the counter. So let us see how I can do this. So in this position, at first position, we reached a close parenthesis. So just increase the count by one. Now move this pointer here. Here I reached opening bracket. So increase the counter by one. Now here is close parenthesis. So before increasing the counter of close, we have to check if we have encountered a open parenthesis before. Okay, how can we check if we encountered open parenthesis before? If the count of open is greater than zero, that means we have encountered the uh, previous parenthesis before. Okay, that means this is a valid string, so we don't have to add it in our answer. So we will simply uh, you know decrease the counter of open variable. Okay, so after decreasing the if we haven't encountered the before any opening parenthesis, we will simply increase the close counter, else we have to decrease the open variables count. Okay, so this is the intuition. Next, opening basis, simply increase the count, that is by one again. Okay, next closing parenthesis. So if now again we have encountered a closing parenthesis, so again we have to check if we have encountered the closing opening parenthesis before. So to check if we have encountered opening parenthesis before, uh, you know uh, this condition we have to check that if we have any opening parenthesis, that is open count is greater than zero. So yes, we have encountered, because open count is greater than zero, that is one, so we will simply decrease the count by one. Okay, because this clause will make the pair with the open, so making the string valid. So this we don't need. Now again we reached closing parenthesis. Again we have to check if we have encountered before any opening parenthesis. No, we haven't encountered before, because opens count is zero. Okay, so here we can't decrease the count, so we will simply increase the count of close variable, that is by previously it was one, so we will increase it by two. Now we have reached open parenthesis, so simply we have to if we reach any open parenthesis, we simply just increase the counter by one. So here we have reached the end of the string. So now here we just have to return the total count of open plus close, that is our answer. Okay, that is 1 plus 2, 3 is our answer. So let us try to make this string valid. So three insertions we need. Let us see where one we can make here. one we can make here and one we can make here. So this after three insertions we make the string value, so which is the right answer. Next we will try to solve this question using stack. Okay, so let us take the same example. um, so here is a stack. Okay, so this is a string. So let same we have to look through the string. So firstly we encountered a opening bracket. So we previously we haven't to do anything with the opening bracket. We simply increase the count. So here also a similar thing, we have to simply push. Now again we reach to opening bracket, again push into the stack, and now we have reached closing at closing the bracket. So similarly thing as we have done before, we have to check that first of all we have to check if the stack is empty or not. Okay, if the suppose if the stack was empty, uh, one condition we have to check that if the stack stop, that is stack peak, is equal to opening bracket. But suppose if there is no opening bracket, the stack is empty. So before checking this condition, we have to check if the stack is empty or not. Okay, if stack is empty or not. After that, we will check that stack peak is opening bracket or not. So we check that stack is empty. No, it is not empty. So yes, we can check this condition, that is stack peak is opening bracket or not. So yes, it is opening bracket. So just pop it from stack. Okay. Why we pop it with stack? Because it will make the string valid. You know. So we don't need this part. So we have reached the end of the string. Now we will have to check the size of the stack, just the size of the stack, and that is one. So one is the answer. Okay. So one addition is needed to make the string valid. That is here. Okay. So this is the approach. Let us try to code. I will try to code it using stack data structure. Okay. So let us make a stack of character type. So loop through the whole string, um, converting string to character array, and if our character is equal to opening bracket, we have to simply what to push into the stack, push character. Else, if we encounter closing bracket, then first we have to check if string is empty or not, and its peak. So now we will enter this else case if we encounter a closing bracket. So after encountering a closing bracket, in example we check the condition that if stack is empty or not. Then we will check if stack dot peak equals to closing. Then simply what we have to do, we have to pop from the stack. That is, we will pop this opening braces. You know, else if the peak is not opening bracket, then we simply push into the stack. That is our closing bracket. See. So this is the code. Let us try to return the stack dot size at last. So this is accepted. You people please try to code that the way this way counter way that I tried before. Thank you.